So if you're thinking about replacing the heater and thermostat assembly on your refrigerator, it's not too bad of a job. Only tool required is a 1/4-inch nut driver and a pair of needle nose pliers. The first step in this repair will be to remove all of our shelving in the freezer unit to gain access to the defrost heater and thermostat. There are also some screws that hold the evaporator cover in place and the evaporator fan cover. We will need to remove those to get a good, clear access to the defrost heater. Now that we've removed the screws from the evaporator fan cover and the evaporator cover, we can tilt the evaporator fan cover forward, get access to the evaporator cover, lift up on it, disengaging the tabs at the bottom, turn it sideways, and we can pull it out. Chances are your freezer is going to be covered in ice. We'll need to let that melt. Once it's completely melted, we can continue the repair. All right, now that the ice and frost is melted off of the evaporator, we can see where our heater is located across the bottom and up through the side. There's a clip that holds it in place here. We'll need to remove that, and we'll need to disconnect this harness. Now these edges are very sharp, so take caution when working near them. I would suggest using needle nose pliers to grip that clip, pull it forward to release it. Now we'll disconnect the harness, press these two tabs, pull the harness apart. And behind you will notice the defrost termination thermostat. You unclip that from the tubing. Next we need to move this little foam padding out of the way so that we can get our harness through. And we're going to pull this little tube out of here, just holding the heater in place. Then we can remove the heater. To reinstall the heater, keep the harness off to the right here. Slide it up through the middle of the evaporator, roughly in place. We'll take our piece of aluminum tubing, reinsert that. And we'll keep the heater from dropping out of place until we install our clip. We're going to engage the back side of that around the back piece of tubing. Now you may be able to see this through from the front, or you may have to go by feel. Take our needle nose pliers, get a grip on the clip, and it's firmly in place. Just check that and make sure it is locked in. Heater's centered. Pull our wire harness up past the foam material. Be careful not to cut yourself. We'll reinstall the termination thermostat on the piece of copper tubing. And reconnect the harness. Tuck the harness out of the way, and we're ready to put the evaporator cover on.